Hey, what's up everybody out there? So we've got another episode here of my strength and conditioning class that we're using for cyclists and endurance athletes. And so we've got week 3 here. The skeleton of what we're going to do today is a core and coordination warm-up. And then when we start to use these core coordination aspects with a load or in a position that requires quite a bit of force, we're going to be ready for that. And so if you are a runner or cyclist, or you just need to lift heavy things throughout the day and be active, even if you're in the desk chair, this is important. Having a core that is able to be used in concert with your limbs is very important. And having the position, everyone talks about the core, and that's great, but we have to have a good position in order for the core to be able to be used. So my intention is to try to teach you a few things, so try to follow along and just incorporate a few of these things into your daily routine. So we'll keep it as simple as we can, but it should be fun. So we're starting off with crocodile walks. So you've got your yoga mat, you've got your upper push-up position. Now, make sure your hips aren't sagging. So you need to lift through your hips, reach through your arms, reach through your legs, and go from this position to a forearm plank. All right? And as you do that, try to minimize how much body English is going on. So, lower and up. Left elbow, right elbow. And the whole time, if you're having a tough time stabilizing, widen your stance and alternate which side leads. Left hand, right hand, left hand. Try to go for about 45 seconds to a minute. Keep breathing. Try to pretend like there's a glass of water on your back, bouncing. Good. All right, next exercise starts on the back. So this is related to a sit-up, but it's about half of a Turkish get-up. So what we have to do, you tuck your chin first, put your right foot on the ground, your right hand up, your left hand out to the side for stability. What we're doing is we're lifting up through the hand. We're not pushing off this hand. And you reach down through the legs, continue to lift up, reach up through the hips, and then control your core reaches down as you roll back. So we'll do that again 5 times. So you're lifting up, press down through the ground, through your feet, hips square to the ceiling, slowly lower down. Make sure you're breathing the whole time. So you're sinking in nice exhale, and then an inhale all the way down. Okay, 3 more times. Controlling each direction. Last one on this side. We're reaching up to the ceiling, lifting up. Curl yourself down. Under control. Good. Then we switch sides. So left foot up, the right foot is, the outer edge of the right foot is flat on the ground. Right hand out to the side, left hand leads the motion this time. And lower down, nice and slow.
Good. Cool. Okay, so it should feel a little more warm in your center. And if you're feeling more stress in the arms or the legs, try to let the core lead the motion. And remember, deep breaths. So don't hold your breath and then move. Breathe and move at the same time. So next, back in your upper push-up position, shoulders down your back, bring the left knee to the left elbow, and then to the right elbow. So your core is dragging the knee around. We're going to try this 10 more times. Exhale as you bring it to the right. Inhale, bring it to the left. And keep it up at this level. Try not to dip your hips as you do this. Try to balance a glass of water on your back. So this is called churn and butter. Good. When you get tired, rest in down dog. Shoulders rotating out. Inner thighs rotating inwards. Deep breaths. You can sit down in a child's pose for a second to catch your breath. We'll go right into it on the other leg. So, stack your plank. If your arms are feeling tired, bring your shoulders into your back so it's in your body. Right knee, right elbow. Right knee, left elbow. Use your core to pull your hips around. Remember to stay stable. Inhale and exhale. Good job. Oh, good breathing. Good coordination. It all goes together. Nice. Okay, so next thing we're doing on the laying on the stomach is a little bit of prone back strengthening. So your arms reach forward, you're lifting up, you're keeping your legs and torso lifted, you're drawing your elbows back towards your sides, reaching forward, exhale, pulling back. Tucking your chin, looking straight down. So inhale, exhale. It's really good for the muscles around your shoulder blades, in the back of your neck. Those muscles that are like your superchargers on the bicycle. Keeping the neck and torso stable. Inhale forward. Exhale back. One more. Good. Awesome. Okay, so we've got one more thing in a plank. This time we'll be in forearm plank. And legs are wide apart. So we're playing a game, trying to keep that glass of water balanced on your back as you reach one arm forward, the other arm forward, and then out to the side, the other arm out to the side, and then back, and back. Now keep breathing. So inhale, reach, exhale, back. To the side. And back. Good. You can set it down, take a rest. Get a little stretch in. Press the feet together. And then we go right back into it. Make sure you're breathing as you move. And if you can't do that, then just stay on your knees. Out to the side. Out to the side. Back. Back. Forward. Forward. Cool. Again on the feet. Side. Side. Forward. Forward. Back. Back. Cool. So you can roll through that 2 or 3 times each side. Next thing we're going to do is A little bit of balance work. So feet are together. You want to give enough space to the wall behind you so you don't hit it. And you're tipping in half, lifting one leg. You lean your weight forward so that your ankle gets bent. You can touch your ankle or touch the ground. Get the back leg straight. And then come on back up. As with everything, you're keeping your torso level from left to right sides. Make sure you're breathing. Let the weight drop into your foot. Moving around your core to keep your back safe. Standing up straight each time. Let's go one more each side, okay? Inhale, right? Let's say exhale on the way down. See which breath cycle feels better. And you'll notice your ankles have to work really hard so you don't fall over. Awesome. All right, so we got through one set. We're going to do all that again, all right? Stay tuned. Try to find your breathing. Try to find the core as the aspect that coordinates the arms and legs, keeps your body from rocking side to side as you change positions. So there's a lot of dynamic stuff. So here we go, another set, set 2. We did our warm up on the back and on the plank position, so those are a great exercise to warm up. But it's good to train these aspects to control your body when you're moving against a heavy load. So here we go. First one is a Bulgarian split squat. You take 3, maybe 4 steps away from the bench. Put the top of your foot on the bench. Pull that load, whether it's a kettlebell or something, or a dumbbell, into your body, and you lower down slowly. And you're keeping your low back relatively flat as you do that. So see if you can get 6 times each side. Getting a stretch on the way down. Pressing down through your front leg. Two more. Cool. And then I like to start back the same starting point for the other leg. Alright. So safety first, which probably wouldn't include holding something heavy above a barefoot, but make sure that you need something to balance on. You've got that handy. Make sure you're only going as low as you can control too. More. Cool. So we'll come back there. So next, we're coming into a plank position with wide legs. You grab some light to medium dumbbells. You keep your shoulders on top of your hands. Pull one up, and the other. So as you switch, try not to let your body twist. You're moving from your torso first. Try to get 10 total. So like cycling, one arm is reaching away from you, one arm is pulling into you. You can have somebody come and put their hand on your low back to make sure you're not dropping your hips. Cool. Okay, next, we're doing some knee lifts. So this is really helpful for cross-country skiing, running and that relaxing phase of cycling. So you're using your core to pull your knees up. You cyclists with heavy legs, it's going to be tough for you. Make sure you're not arching your back on the way down. Keep your low back flat. So all the movement, so that the core is getting to control your legs the whole time. Okay? Go until your grip strength starts to fail. Next, we're going here to, this machine is a Roman chair. You might not have this in your gym. There are ways to modify. We can just do some of those prone extensions on the ground. But since we have this here, let's use it. If you've ever seen people do this before, they've probably done something that looks more of like a back exercise. We're using it for the back of the legs. So you're lowering down. Actually, if you can't get low enough to get a good stretch, try to shorten it. So you get the bolster right at the cornice of your hips. So you have to get the legs involved. So you push back through the bolsters and through the foot pads, press into the legs to come back up. And a good indicator, if you're doing it incorrectly, you're going to feel it all in the low back. You got to feel it in your legs. Cool. Okay. So moving on. Now we've got some more rotation. We've done a lot of things forward and backwards. This one is kind of like stirring a big pot of soup. So start with this side first. So you're using this barbell that's in this landmine. You're stirring the pot, pulling it back. Switch sides. So it's like a side plank, or it's like a bicycle crunch. Cool. If you don't have that in the gym, you can pick up a medicine ball and do side-to-side rotations. Next, battle ropes. So, if you're used to seeing this done in the gym, people are probably just using their arms. And that's okay, but it can be a lot better. We want to use the whole body. So, we're coming down into like a squat or a deadlift position, and then using the ground to press the weight up. So you're moving like a wave. So if we do that a little bit asymmetrically, you're getting all this asymmetric movement through your core, not just the arms. Do that for about a minute or so. Good, set one is done. Doing your split squats, getting your back flat. Okay, 3 steps away. 3, boom, and then shoulders on top of hips. Should feel like a good stretch. Lower down. Press through the center of your foot. Is the magic number. So if you're doing endurance athletics, you're already doing thousands, millions of reps. When you're in the gym, you just got to get in and get out. You're not trying to do 20 reps, just 6. That's where you're going to get your strength, your injury prevention. called on the internet. They call them renegade rows. But I think they very nicely mirror the cycling and running task because the opposite sides of the body have to coordinate. If I don't put enough pressure through the ground, I'm going to collapse, okay? Also the head has to stay up. Back has to stay flat. If someone was looking at you from the side or looking at your lower body, they wouldn't think you're doing anything. So that's the challenge. Here we go to our leg lifts. If this is easy for you, if you're using good form, again, good form is key. That's when you can start to do straight legs. I'm not there yet, so I'm going to do. So here it is. If your back is arched, you're not doing any good. Get that back flat, then lift your knees. Breathing is important. So exhale up, inhale down. Cool. Back to here. I'm going to give myself a little more room this time. So again, this is hip extension, and a little bit of posterior chain for the back muscles. Pressing through the feet. Here we go. This rotation. I'm going to make this lighter this time. I always like to go easy in the gym. I think the most tragic thing would be to hurt yourself training. When you're training, you really should be caring for the body. And if you're just doing supplemental work to give your body a better chance to have a good position when you're out there on the road. Plus, if your training is really strenuous already, you don't want to add to that stress. You just want to move through exercises that should give you a chance to prevent overuse injuries. When you've seen everything I've done, my heart rate's up, my breathing's up, I'm sweating, so it doesn't take a lot. Last time on the battle ropes.
Okay, so show me how you're doing it.
So again, I always like to do the wrong way. Tire out your arms.